LankyBox and GooseWorX are two of the most popular names on the internet, but why does one hate the other? And why is this one of the biggest dramas in Roblox YouTube history? Today on the Duckumentries channel, we'll explore why GooseWorX hates LankyBox. However, in order to understand why, we must first establish who LankyBox and GooseWorX even are. Cooper Smith Goodwin, born on October 11th, 1994, and better known as GooseWorX, is a multifaceted American creator with talent spanning YouTube, music, cartoons, and animation. But little did anyone know, this one respectable and talented creator had a dark, controversial, and resentful side, one that would hate on and take down another creator. GooseWorX began her artistic journey on DeviantArt, where she started sharing her work around 2010 or 2011, the same period when her YouTube channel was launched. During this time, she collaborated with other artists, including Zuril, a fellow YouTube animator known for the indie web series Monkey Wrench, and in August 2012, GooseWorX also joined Newgrounds, further expanding her creative reach. While this appeared good on the surface, nobody knew the true depth of depravity leaking below the surface. She began to gain popularity through her animated short films on YouTube, including notable videos like Little Runmo, Elaine the Bounty Hunter, and Ghost of the Year. However, everything changed with one show which boosted her career drastically: The Amazing Digital Circus. It's an animated series created by GooseWorX and produced by Glitch Productions, exclusively for YouTube. The show revolves around humans transformed into computer animated characters within a digital world inspired by circus themes and childhood toys. The narrative features an eccentric AI named Kane and his assistant Bubble, with the central character Pom, a new human turned jester, searching for a way out. However, what seemed like such a great show turned out to be a nightmare doomed for the graveyard. The pilot episode of The Amazing Digital Circus was released on October 13th, 2023. It quickly gained widespread acclaim, surpassing 100 million views in just 4 weeks, and fostered an enthusiastic fan base. Merchandise was also introduced to support future episodes and projects, further cementing the show's success and GooseWorX's impact on the animation world. But now that we've established who GooseWorX is and why she's popular, let's bring in the second player, LankyBox. They are an American YouTube channel run by the comedic duo Justin and Adam, known for their entertaining variety of gameplays. The channel gained significant attention for its creative zero-budget remakes of popular music videos and clips from shows and movies. One of LankyBox's most iconic features was their zero-budget parodies. In these videos, the duo recreated music videos using makeshift props such as chip bags for hair and construction paper for backgrounds. However, due to YouTube's copyright policies, they eventually transitioned from parodies of music videos to movie parodies. These videos also showcase Justin's penchant for puns and humor. But this wasn't all. Another popular series on LankyBox's channel was Guess the Price, where Justin and Adam test various products and try to estimate their prices, where the winner of each round gets to spin a mysterious wheel to play a game decided by the channel's fans. The show often features appearances from their plushy friends, including Cookie and Chimmy from BT21, Boxy, a cardboard box plushie, and Dumbo from Disney. LankyBox has also created animated stories based on their personal experiences. Episodes include anecdotes like Justin's attempt to sneak into an R-rated horror movie while in middle school, and Adam's dating misadventures. These stories provide a humorous glimpse into their pasts and add a personal touch to their content. The Noob vs Pro vs Hacker series was also a staple of the LankyBox channel in 2021. In this series, the duo played games starting as inexperienced noobs, progressing to skilled pros, and eventually becoming hackers. Although this series was once a major feature, it has become less frequent in their recent uploads. LankyBox initially ventured into riddle videos in 2019, where they attempted to solve riddles presented on YouTube. This type of content experienced a resurgence in 2021, featuring riddles themed around video game characters and movies. The riddles often included popular titles such as Sonic EXE, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Santo, and turning red compilation videos on LankyBox consist of curated clips from their past content, such as Adopt Me videos and Guess the Price segments. These compilations, often featuring popular characters characters like Rainbow Friends and Poppy Playtime, continuing the tradition of their early content in a more condensed format. LankyBox amassed over 39 million subscribers through this depraved, weird, and downright disgusting content. However, this wasn't all, as soon LankyBox ended up in an awful controversy with GooseWorX. But what led them to this point, and why does LankyBox hate GooseWorX? It all began in mid-2023 when GooseWorX tweeted out, "Oh no, the content farm channels." At first glance, this tweet appeared to be a lighthearted joke or perhaps a meme, something playful to amuse her followers. GooseWorX, known for her creativity and often quirky online presence, had never seemed the type to engage in drama or openly criticize other creators. The tweet left many wondering, was this simply a friendly jab at another creator or an inside joke meant to entertain her audience? However, the tone quickly shifted with the follow-up tweet, which read, "I just wanted to make a funny circus show, man." The second tweet revealed a layer of frustration and disappointment that was starkly different from the initial jest. The use of circus show seemed to highlight her intention to create something lighthearted and entertaining, not the fodder for a content mill. The situation escalated with her next tweet saying, "It's so over, boys." This message conveyed a profound sense of dissatisfaction and resentment. It became increasingly clear that GooseWorX was not merely commenting on the dynamics of internet content creation, but was deeply troubled by how her work has been exploited. The quote-unquote content farm channels she referred to were likely those that repurpose and remix content in ways that strip it of its original context and meaning, often prioritizing click-through rates and ad revenue over genuine appreciation of the creator's vision. This is where things would take a dramatic turn with GooseWorX's next two tweets, which further underscored her mounting frustration. On October 29th, 2023, she posted, "I'm not gonna go on a power trip DMCAing stupid content farm videos lol. I hate them, but they're not worth it." This tweet was a striking admission of her disdain for the content farm channels that had been profiting from her work. But what is a content farm really? The term content farm generally referred to channels or platforms that churn out vast amounts of recycled or low quality content, primarily designed to generate revenue from ads or clicks. GooseWorX's decision to not pursue a DMCA takedown notice, despite her strong dislike for these channels, revealed her unwillingness to engage in a legal battle that might consume her time and resources. It was a notable shift from simply expressing dissatisfaction to making a conscious choice to avoid escalating the situation further. However, her comment saying, "I hate them, but they're not worth it," conveyed a deep sense of hatred with the nature of online content exploitation, but also a pragmatic acceptance that confronting these channels through legal means might not be the most effective approach. The tweet encapsulated her frustration with a system where her creative efforts were being diluted for profit, without proper acknowledgement or respect. It also reflected a broader sentiment among many creators who grapple with the commercial pressures and ethical dilemmas of the digital age. GooseWorX's candidness highlighted the emotional and practical challenges faced by content creators when their work is repurposed for commercial gain, underscoring the complex relationship between creativity and online platforms. However, her next tweet would compound the controversy perfectly. GooseWorX wrote, "You guys keep sending me the worst content farm slop imaginable, and you're like, what are your thoughts on this?" The tweet underscored her growing frustration not only with the content farm channels, but also her audience's reaction to them. By referring to the content as the worst slop imaginable, she was clearly baffled by the low quality and exploitative nature of the material being shared, and the phrase, "What are your thoughts on this?" implied that her followers were repeatedly asking her to weigh in on the content that she found particularly egregious. This added to the drama and controversy, as it highlighted a disconnect between what GooseWorX wanted to focus on and what her audience was pushing her to address. Rather than alleviating her frustration, the flood of content farm material and the constant requests for her opinions only intensified her displeasure. Her tweet served as a public outcry, exposing her dissatisfaction with both the exploitation of her work and the way her community was engaging with it. To anyone familiar with LankyBox's brand, it's clear they are one of the most prominent examples of a content farm within the Roblox community, known for their prolific output of Roblox-related videos videos, LankyBox has built a reputation for producing quantities of content designed primarily for ad revenue and viewer engagement, rather than an innovative or unique contributions to the gaming community. This model often involves repurposing popular trends and viral phenomena, sometimes at the expense of original creative expression. Given GooseWorX' well-documented frustration with content farm channels that exploit her creative works for monetary gain, it's unsurprising that she has a strong aversion to LankyBox. Her previous tweets indicated a deep dissatisfaction with how her content and content in general is being used to generate profit without respecting the original creator's intent. LankyBox's approach, which aligns closely with the content farm model she criticized, would naturally be a target of her disdain, and the overlap between LankyBox's practices and the type of content GooseWorX criticized likely fueled her animosity. Her grievances were less about any specific creator and more about the broader issue of how content is commodified and diluted in the pursuit of profit, making her negative feelings towards LankyBox a predictable outcome. But as always, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy content like this, please make sure to subscribe, and if you want to watch something similar to this, click the video on screen now.